Welcome to STAR's online video tutorial for using the Components Online COL2 application. This tutorial will focus on getting logged into the system, setting up new users at your company, and what to do if you have forgotten your password. The assumption prior to watching this video is that your company has been set up to use both COL2 and FastStar, which are accessed via the same login. If there are inquiries about this setup, please call STAR Buildings to confirm. Let's begin the tutorial. First, you must go to starbuildings.com from a web browser. You can use Internet Explorer, Google Chrome, or Mozilla Firefox to order from the new COL2 system. Then simply log into the STAR web portion of the website using your builder number and password. Once logged into StarWeb, there is a new menu down the left side of the page. The fourth option down on this menu is COL2. Please click on this to proceed to the Online Components application. You will be redirected to the COL2 FastStar Welcome Screen login page. The login for these applications will require the addition of a username along with the builder number and password. Please note your password for logging into COL2 does not have to be the same password as logging into StarWeb. Enter all three items and select the Login button. If you do not remember your password, there is an option on the welcome screen called Forgot Password. If you select this option, you will be redirected to a page asking you to enter your customer number and username. Enter the appropriate information and select the OK button. You will then be redirected to a screen confirming a password reset has been requested. You will receive an automated email with an option to click here to reset your password. Select this option from your email, and your default web browser will be loaded with a Reset My Password dialog screen. Enter your password two different times to confirm its accuracy, and then select the OK button to continue. Moving forward, let's assume you are successfully able to log into the application. You should now be viewing the project dashboard page. The page will show existing quotes, previous orders, and any shared projects between users within your company. In the upper left portion of the dashboard, you will have the ability to switch between buildings, which are FastStar jobs, and component projects, which are COL2 jobs. Above these toggles, you will also see a Home option in the upper left portion of the dashboard. This menu option is available no matter what you are doing in the application, and if you select it, you will be returned to the main project dashboard page. If you also see an administration option in the upper left menu, this indicates that your user account has the ability to add or modify other users from your company within the application. If you hover over the administration menu pick, a drop-down called Customer will appear. To add a new user or modify an existing user, select this Customer option. You will now be redirected to a Customer Administration page. This page has two primary options. The first is User Administration, and the second is Project Reassignment. For this tutorial, we will focus on User Administration section. In this section, there is a single button option called Manage Users. To continue the process of either adding a new user or modifying an existing user, please select this option. You will then be redirected to a new screen that shows all the current users from your company. From this screen, you can both add and edit users. When you select the Add button, you will be taken to the Add User dialog screen. On this screen, you will need to complete the following information: first name, last name, email address, and username. It is very important to verify that the email address is correct. in order for automated emails to reach the appropriate individuals. Below the 4 user inputs, there are a series of 6 checkboxes. The active checkbox means this user is active within your company and should be allowed to quote projects within the system. So for a new user you are adding, please leave this box checked. The locked checkbox means the current user is locked out of the system, normally for something like entering the wrong password 3 times in a row. For a new user, it will default to unchecked. The customer admin checkbox allows this new user to do exactly what we are doing now, which is the ability to add or modify other users within your company. It is to your discretion whether to give this functionality to your new user. The Can Attach option is currently turned off in the system, so leave this box unchecked. In the future, it will allow users to add attachments to quotes or orders. The Can Buy checkbox is very important. If you want this new user to just quote projects and not have the ability to order them, please leave this box unchecked. If this user has the authority within your company to actually place an order, please make sure this box is checked. The Require Signature checkbox is also turned off system-wide. Please leave this unchecked when adding new users. The Must Change Password checkbox will default to checked when adding a new user. For all new users, please make sure it stays checked. And finally, there is a Notes section at the bottom of the dialog. If you have specific instructions or comments for that user, please enter those into the Notes sections. When you are done entering all the information, select the OK button, and the new user is now added. They will receive an automated email from the system giving them their customer number, username, temporary password, and any notes entered. At this time and from this email, they will need to click the link in order to set up their permanent password. We hope this tutorial has given insight for logging into COL2, adding new users from your company, and also how to successfully get your password reset if it is forgotten. Thank you for viewing this online tutorial, and if you have any further questions or comments, please call Star Buildings at your convenience to discuss further.